Alright guys, welcome to today's video, and we're kicking into the new era of our channel of me doing whatever comes to mind and saying whatever comes to mind. Could get me in trouble, but who knows? We're going to do it, and I'm excited to bring you my first reaction video in a while. I found a pretty wacky reaction to. Now YouTube, don't age restrict me for this, okay? Don't age restrict me. But it's my cat got me pregnant. I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know what this girl was thinking. But let's see if it's clickbait or if it's real. Let's go.
Hello there. My name is Amber, and I'm 19 years old.
Okay.
I want to talk about how my cat ended up causing me to get pregnant.
Okay. Okay, so this might not be clickbait. Can't drop the F-bomb yet because it hasn't been a minute into the video.
I know that sounds really out there, but I promise
Oh
you
yeah, it sounds out there.
if you keep listening. It's a bit of
Girl's down so bad she can't even get a man. She's like, yo kitty, come over here. Yo kitty, oh kitty, oh kitty. Yeah.
a crazy tale, but in the end, I think you'll understand why I made such a preposterous claim. I want to first tell the slightly crazy tale of my mother first, as unfortunate.
No, I don't care about your dumbass mother.
For quite a long time, she was with a man named Jack. She absolutely was in love with Jack ever since high school, and they dated.
But the question is, was Jack in love with her?
All through high school, and even a few years after that. My mother got a tip from one of her friends, however, that he was seeing someone else on the side. After another tip-off about another woman at his home, she walked in on him with another woman. Needless to say, she
Okay, what does this have to do with your feline animal getting you pregnant?
Dumped him on the spot. Now, the friend who tipped her off, his name was Mark. Mark and Jack had been close friends as well, so that was why he was able to find out about him seeing another woman. Mark was very
What does this have to do with anything?
Through the sadness she felt at finding out Jack betrayed her. It wasn't too long before they were both dating instead. Jack long forgotten by both.
What is this whack-ass love story are you turning into?
Them. They were together for over 2 years, and they never had any problems together. Neither of them cheated on the other. They never fought or had arguments. It all seemed perfect.
What does this do with the pussy getting you pregnant?
Perfect. It was so perfect, in fact, that they wound up getting married. It seemed like my mother had found the perfect guy after her fallout with her cheating boyfriend. Things were never that perfect, however, and neither of them could have predicted what a jaded lover could do when scorned. Jack had started to plan a way to destroy their relationship in petty jealousness.
Oh my god, I don't care.
One day, cleaning and doing other stay-at-home wife duties, when she got a call on her phone. That call was from Jack.
Okay, don't cancel a writer of this story because he has a stay-at-home wife. You know, girls, if you feel like you want to stay at home, you can do that. If you want to go work, you can do that. Just do you.
On him when she heard his voice, but he pleaded with her to listen to him. He told her that he wasn't calling to provoke her, but that his mother had wanted to see her. He made up some story about how his mother was showing early
Why? Why the hell would you believe this? Yeah, my mom wants to see you. Like, bitch, bye. You just be like, yo, I don't care. That's not my mother-in-law anymore.
Dementia, and was asking about her, apparently still thinking they were together. It sounds like a pathetic attempt at an excuse to me, but my mother still decided to head over to his house and see. When she arrived at the house and knocked on the door, Jack was the one to answer and let her in the house. Unsurprisingly, Jack's mother didn't appear to be there. When my mother turned to demand what Jack was playing at, he suddenly pushed against her and started to kiss her. After the initial shock factor had passed, my mother shoved him off and slapped him hard across the face.
Yes! Yes! It's getting juicy! But what about the cat?
Stormed out of the house after that, fuming and outraged that he had devised such an elaborate plan to get her out to his house. My mother.
He down bad. He's like, yo, baby, come over here, and I give you you give me the look, and I give you the Mother
wasn't sure what to do when she got home. She was unsure if she should tell Mark about.
Yes, tell him.
Jack hadn't done anything too bad to her, but it was possible he could become a problem in the future.
He kind of assaulted her. I mean, that is assaulting. I am pretty damn sure.
Still debating on when to tell him about a week later, but then she found out she was pregnant. The whole incident was pushed to the back of her mind.
Okay, did the cat get her pregnant? I want to hear about the cat. I want to hear about the cat.
Everything seemed happy again. But then Jack decided to completely destroy their relationship. He sent messages to my father with pictures of him and my mother together. From that day, he pushed himself on her. I guess he had hidden some sort of camera somewhere. And
oh, yo, hang on. Zoom in. There's an iPhone logo right here. Oh, alright, is this copyrighted by Apple? I want to know, do you see it right here? Right where my cursor is? Do you see the Apple logo? Come on, guys. I don't think y'all are sponsored by Apple just yet.
Pointing out the parts where she pushed him away. Mark was upset over this, and my mother desperately tried to explain to him what had really happened. He wouldn't listen to her, though, apparently having already decided that he could no longer trust her. He began to doubt that the baby was even his, which it was, obviously, but he couldn't be reasoned with. My mom was about 5
Okay,
months pregnant.
real talk. You know, if a girl, cheated on me, yeah, it'd be kind of hard to believe that, but,
When they got divorced. And I'm sure Jack was so thrilled to hear about that. Still, my mother didn't go back to Jack, because now she despised him for sabotaging her marriage. She decided to stay single and get a job to support herself, refusing to let a man hold her back anymore.
Who needs a man? Like girls say, I don't need a man. Okay? I mean, don't blame us when we don't date you. I'm just kidding. Don't cancel me.
I mean, that's sexist, but okay.
She gave birth to me months later, and she was living.
She gave birth to you 9 months later.
With a stable job, able to be a strong single mother. She was a strong female role in my life growing up, and it almost made up for the lack of a father figure in my life. We were happy. I was happy. I never had any siblings in my life, but I did have my cousin. My mother's sister came around a lot after my father left, preaching about how unreliable men were.
Oh god, here we go, the men hater. The men haters. Not all guys are bad. I can tell you, there's some good guys out there. There's just some really big douchebags. But yeah, fuck the bad guys. Fuck them.
Now she didn't need a man.
I don't need a man. Yeah. Shut up, bitch. I'm just kidding.
Her own kid,
Shut up, bitch.
who was around the same age as I was. So I always saw my cousin as almost like a sibling, as we played together and grew up together. My cousin was always a great person to be around, and he was always so kind.
Yo, quit having a fantasies about your cousin.
Things got a little weird when he told me one day, around the time we were teenagers, that he believed he loved me.
What in the actual ass?
What? You don't... Incest is not wincest. Yo, dude, step off. Quit trying to mash your cousin's potatoes. Quit trying to mash your cousin's potatoes. Quit trying to lick her cherry. Quit trying to do all that, okay? You freaking pervert.
I didn't understand at first because, yeah, I loved him too. He was my family, my cousin, but I didn't realize he meant beyond familiar love. I explained to him that I saw him like my brother, and that we were related, so it could never work, even if I didn't. I don't think he took it too well, but that was my stance on the matter. Things got tense between us, and we stopped hanging out as much, for obvious reasons. I was about 17 when I met Lucas. I met him at the local pet shop, where I was picking up some wild bird seed. I enjoyed going down to the park.
I think I know what she means by the cat got me pregnant. I think I know what she meant, and I want to tell her, fuck you for the clickbait. Because she's going to meet this guy, some whack ass, they're going to adopt some cat, and she's going to get banged by him, and she's going to get pregnant.
And scattering seeds for the local wildlife, as I found it rather relaxing. He looked so cute with his uniform on. And
oh my god. He's got cat hair.
And from then on,
he's got cat hair all over him. Oh my god. He's so cute. Oh. Mashed my potatoes.
It was history. We met up all the time when we were both available, and I just absolutely adored him. He had these little dimples on his cheeks that would appear when he smiled, and I just couldn't resist.
Maybe because I'm single, but I just want to slap the shit out of both of them.
Charm. When I graduated from high school, he showed up after the ceremony, and presented me with a little kitten. He was so cute. And the kitten was pretty adorable too. The kitten was a little ginger, scruffy little guy with the sweetest eyes. How could I not just love this man? That's why I said yes when he asked me to marry him, of course.
Okay,
Lucas
what
had
about the
aspirations
cat?
of becoming a veterinarian, unsurprisingly. And I was focused on getting my own higher education as well. I wasn't entirely sure what I wanted to do with my life, but I knew
Get
exploring
pregnant by a
different
cat.
college courses would help me find my way. It was because of this that we both decided to hold off on having any kids quite yet. We were also pretty young, and we had all the time in the world to settle down and start a family when we were ready. I had originally started taking birth control pills, but it turns out the extra estrogen in them caused me to have severe migraines, and my blood pressure shot up. My doctor wound up taking me off of them, stating he feared I would have a stroke or develop a clot in my lungs. With that preventative out
What?
the window, we decided to just stick with the classic rubbers for prevention.
Classic
They were
rubbers.
anyway, so we thought it was
What?
enough.
Yo, story time. Yo, my story anime, whatever this is. Yo. The classic rubbers, my guy. You gotta calm down. This is a family friendly channel. I'm not, but you are.
My cousin had become a prominent issue in my life after I got married. He refused to let this infatuation thing go and harassed me and my husband all the time. He would constantly come over uninvited and cause a scene. Lucas was starting to become upset with me because of it, claiming that our relationship seemed too odd to be just cousins. I was annoyed that he would even think like that, but my cousin did have a weird kind of crush on me. But he should still trust me that nothing was going
Yeah, he has a weird crush on you, right? Because you're his freaking cousin.
on. We tended to fight because of my cousin, and I honestly just wished he would just disappear from our lives. I loved him like family, but he was starting to interfere with my happiness and my new marriage. Everything just got worse when I found out I was pregnant. My husband
Busted rubber. The rubber failed.
went ballistic, claiming it couldn't be his because we had been using protection. He had the nerve to accuse me of sleeping with my cousin and getting pregnant that way. I was so upset that he would assume the worst of me that I left the house in tears. My own husband couldn't trust that I wouldn't sleep with my own cousin. What a nightmare. I sat down at the park, where I usually feed the birds, trying to come up with how this could have happened. We had been using protection anytime we were intimate, so how did I wind up
Did
pregnant?
the cat stick his dick inside you? Was it a boy cat? Was the cat like, You know, whatever?
So soon? I kept puzzling over this until it was near evening, and I had to go back home. I decided to check the condoms we had. Maybe they had expired or something?
No,
When I dumped
what?
out the packages to
Condoms expire? What?
examine them, I noticed little marks on the wrappers. I looked closer at them and saw they appeared to be little teeth marks that punctured the wrappers. I started to suspect that my cat had jumped on our nightstand and chewed them. I couldn't believe this
Hmm. 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 Clickbait.
was happening. I was being accused of cheating with my cousin when, in reality, the cat he had gotten me had unintentionally sabotaged our contraceptives. I wanted to cry, the absurdity of the circumstances nearly driving me to hysteria. At least I could prove to my husband that it was indeed possible that our contraceptives had failed due to a furry problem.
A furry problem. That could be interpreted many ways.
And telling her about everything that had happened. I don't think she quite believed me at first, but I showed her one of the condoms I brought with me, and she seemed to understand this was a very real situation. She was sympathetic with my plight, having gone through a jaded lover destroying her own marriage. She advised that I forgive Lucas for his outburst and accusations, saying that she didn't want to see our marriage fall apart due to lies, like her own did. I understand that she only has the best in mind for me, but is that really what I should do? My own husband couldn't trust that I
Look, if he's using a condom and he doesn't know it's not working and you fall pregnant, something's up. Can't get mad at the dude. Unless you're a virgin.
wouldn't hop in bed with my own cousin and make a baby when I had explicitly stated I didn't want kids right now. He hadn't even been home since the incident, but I was supposed to just forgive him for all of that? I do love him, but I don't know how we're going to get past this. And
Alright guys, this is going to wrap it up for today's video. Clearly clickbait, but you know, it's fun to react to. I'll talk to y'all guys next time. Bye-bye.